Hey guys, Redcelt here and welcome to another Warframe build video. Today we'll be going over Dagath, one of the new Warframes released in the last few updates. But before we get too far into that, don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment down below letting me know what Warframe you want to see me go into a build for next. But before all that, let's start this video where we start all our video with the kit for Dagath. This being started with the passive, which is there is a 35% chance that an energy and health orb will become 300% more effective on Dagath, with the first ability being Wind Scythes. Rounds Dagath in a circle of Wind Scythes that spin around him for a short amount of time before shooting out and finding a target. Those targets, when struck, are slowed and suffer a viral damage proc that is guaranteed status effect. The scythes also spread doom and extend its duration. Next up in our kit we have Doom. Condemn nearby enemies to their doom. A portion of their damage Dagath deals is revisited upon them with a Wind Scythe that also suffers viral damage. So essentially it just, if you can get it to proc, because this ability seems to have the slight issue where you can deal more damage than before the ability kicks in that an enemy dies anyway, but the concept is once it's launched you deal damage and then that damage gets redealt to the enemy. The problem being most of us kill the enemies before the damage can be redealt with the one hit that absorbs the damage. But we're getting off topic there. So next up we have Grave Spirit. This is a aura type ability that doesn't really look like it's doing much, but just gives you a passive effect which increases your crit damage, and the effects are doubled if on doomed enemies, and escape fatal blows by briefly assuming a spectral form. So essentially it's a second chance that it stops you from dying. It gives you an invulnerability timer, and it increases your critical damage by 50% and your doom critical damage by twice that. So essentially you just get lots of crit damage, throw on a crit stick and you run around hitting things really fast, doing lots and lots of crit damage. Get to the point where everyone's probably going to butcher me in the comments for mispronunciation, but we have Rakali's Calvary, which summons phantom horses that deal large amounts of viral damage on anything. The only problem I found with these horses is they do have a problem where if they're launched in air, they're just going to run through the air unless you're looking down. So try launch them while you're standing on the ground. But other than that, it's a really fun kit, especially when it's built right, which is pretty easily done. All you want to do is prioritize strength, so you're getting big enough hits in with your scythes and cavalry, and your Grave Spirit has a stupidly high crit damage. Like I think mine on my build sits at 279% crit damage added to my damage, so it's adding quite a bit of damage there. And then range, just so you can hit any enemy with your abilities. But the range, other than that, you don't really need efficiency or anything like that. Just stick to your range and your strength, which the only thing that I would really go for a helmet, if you really must, would be the second ability, just because at the end of the day it doesn't really proc as much as it should, even though it buffs every single other one of your abilities, which can come in handy. But at the same time, if you're not using it because it does nothing, it's a waste of space and a waste of energy, and it is worth assuming it's something you would rather. Next up we'll go over the weapons that I think you should be using with Dagath, and these of course would be anything with crit, with Dagath buffing all forms of crit with her third ability. This is just, should go without saying, put crit weapons on and you'll deal extra crit damage, making your crits even bigger and stronger. Next up with the Archons that I chose to put on Dagath, I went with one blue for her health, one yellow for her cast speed, and the other three were reds for power strength, just to get that extra oomph out of both the word scythes and the cavalry. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a suggestion for next week's build, and I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave comments, and check me out on Twitch whenever I have spare time to stream for you all. So you enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one.